Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, if you are a part of the Trice Tribe, gang gang. And if you are new, you are welcome too, sis. We accept all, okay? Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to pop in and see what we got going. So I'm not gonna talk too much, but I decided to do this really cool Beetlejuice inspired look. And the more I look at it, it's giving me Buzz Lightyear vibes. But it can be whatever you want it to be. I thought this would be super dope. I've seen the movie Beetlejuice. I watched it a lot as a child. So I thought this would be pretty dope to create. I will have all the products in the description box below. Make sure to leave me a comment. Also, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, sis. Look, listen, okay? You're gonna be back. You probably already been here. You might as well go ahead and do it. And then if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It helps your girl out a lot. If not, child, enjoy the content and we'll see you at the next video. So without further ado, if you would like to see how I got this really pretty and glam Beetlejuice inspired look, then just keep on watching. So we are going to prime our lids with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk because we want all these colors to pop, okay, with no hesitation. So you want to put that on your lid and then blend it out. You can use any fluffy brush or flat brush. It's up to you, but I'm making sure I'm putting that in my crease and on the outer edges and inner corners of my eye. Now I'm going into the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and we're taking that lavender purple and placing that above my natural crease. So I do want this very blown out, very smoky. We are going to be placing other colors below this, but I want this to be the standout color at the top, kind of like a halo effect. So you want to make sure that you put this above your natural crease if you have hooded eyes or if you have deep set eyes and your crease is a little lower. Then I'm just going in with that brush and diffusing the edges. No extra product. I wiped it off and I'm just, like I said, diffusing all of the edges so it's not harsh. Then I'm going into this darker purple and a smaller brush. Same palette, BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil. And we're placing that purple right below that light purple. So this is where you kind of get the sandwich effect, especially if you're doing like a cut crease or a spotlight halo eye. You want to make sure that you are able to see both colors, and that is why I placed it down first, and then I'm using the fluffy brush to diffuse them both together. So take your time, make sure you're blending. It's all in a flick of the wrist, but if you do this, then you will get the effect that we are going for. Then I'm going into this black shade in the James Charles palette, and I'm adding that to where the purple is to kind of give it some more darkness and really that depth that I was looking for. The dark purple was great, but it needed this black, so I added that and it really popped. Go back in and blend. So every time you place a color down, you want to blend, especially because these are darker colors and it can get muddy really quick, but if you do it in steps, it won't look that way. So now going back into that light lavender that we may have lost when blending out, I'm placing that back in the area that we originally put it. Then I'm going onto my lid with this NYX Jumbo Pencil and blending it out with my finger. The finger helps to spread it, give it some warmth, so it's not just stuck in one spot. And this is where I'm going to place my lid shade, but I really wanted it to pop, so I used the NYX Jumbo Pencil. Then I'm going into that shade in the James Charles palette, and I'm placing that on a flat e.l.f. shader brush, or eyeshadow C brush, I believe. And I'm putting that all over that area in the lid, just where I put down that jumbo pencil. So it's kind of like I did a cut crease without having to do the work of a cut crease. Then I'm taking that smaller brush and using leftover black and purple to define the outer and inner corners. So that's why I said you wanted to put the pencil in both spots, because you were going to be adding shadow and you wanted all bases covered. So this kind of creates that highlight spot halo eye. Now I'm taking my e.l.f. liner in black or jet black. It's black, y'all. And then I am creating a wing. Now you can make your wing thicker or you can make it thin. It depends on you. I'm going to do the middle ground. So I didn't want it super thick, which I probably could have done that, but hindsight is 20/20. So I did it in the middle. And I just created a wing with a sharp edge. And you're going to see me clean it up in a second. But that is the base for the kind of black and white liner that we're doing. Almost zebra-like. you've seen Beetlejuice, you know what I'm talking about. So now I'm taking this NYX white liner, and you have to mentally and spiritually prepare yourself for this, okay? Because my hands are shaky, sometimes the wrist's not popping, but you just want to go in and create thin lines on top of that black liner once it dries. So get you a drink, have you some wine, not too much though, because that's not going to help with the lines. But you want to take your time and just go over it in slanted direction. So I went one way on one eye, and then I went the other way, obviously, on the other eye. But take your time. It gets better when you do it the second time. But that first eye is a struggle. And you want to let that dry. So then I'm going to put on lashes and bow. I did my whole face because the focus here was on the eyes. So now I'm taking a jumbo pencil and placing that in my waterline. And be careful, especially if you have on contacts. This will make you blink, your eyes may water, but look, I had to do what I had to do. Then I'm going to take these two light green, almost yellow green shades in the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, placing those in my waterline with a small fluffy brush on top of that NYX pencil to really make them pop. So if you don't have a liner that's the color that you want, just use the jumbo pencil and put the shadow on top. That's one of the best tricks I have learned when doing makeup. Now I'm taking these two green shades in the palette and I'm placing those underneath where I put that color or those colors in my waterline to kind of give some dimension. Then I'm dusting away all the excess powder on my face that I use to catch any fallout and to set my highlight. So now I'm defining my lashes with this mascara. And I always do this after I put on lashes if you've watched me before, but if you don't, I don't do it before because my lashes are super curly. It just doesn't work out. But now I am creating my lower lashes with the same mascara. This is the Maybelline Snapscara. Then I'm taking these two shades, or really a mix of all these shades, in the Beauty Treats blush palette from the beauty supply store and creating some color on my cheeks because it was looking flat. Then I'm blending that in with a fluffy brush. Here I'm creating my moles, nothing new with my Jordana black pencil. Then I'm going into the Jackie Aina palette and I'm using the color Soleil and using that as a highlighter. I love this palette, it's so versatile, but I just thought this would be really pretty and subtle and glowy. So I'm placing that in all the areas I normally highlight. Cheeks, bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow. Then I'm just patting that in with the sponge so it's not kind of sitting on top of the skin but melting in. And then I'm going to take my Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray to lock everything in place and fan it and pat it with the sponge. Then I'm going to take this Ebin lip pencil. This is in the color Coffee. And then I'm going to go on top with this NYX Lip Lingerie Honeymoon. And that is going to complete this Beetle Juice inspired look, y'all.